Heal the world, make this a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying, but if you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. Hello, everybody. I'm Cheryl Talley Moss, and I want to welcome you to my organic food forest. Thank you so much for dropping in and visiting me today. In today's episode, I'm going to share with you my strategy for getting things done. I have all of these incompleted projects going on in my food forest, and that's because I'm doing it all myself. Today, I'm going to be working in my greenhouse. When I get out there, I'm going to show you exactly how it looks now, the things that I need to do, and then I'll show you what I have accomplished. Okay, let's get started. Okay, everybody, I'm at the entrance of the greenhouse, and I'm just going to show you what I've got going. Over here, you can see the cassava is trying to leaf out. It's doing pretty good. And here is some mustard greens. Here is butter crunch lettuce. I still can thin this out a little bit. You have red mustard greens down here. We have butter crunch lettuce here. And these are kale in this container. Here's more kale on top of this chair here. See that? And I'm gonna get those Tiny Tim tomatoes out of that corner over there because I see a little yellowing, and that may be because I can't hardly reach over there, so I probably watered them too much. And I didn't have the opportunity to put the band around the beans. Like I said, I was working on the emergency garden, and so they have started to wind around here, and they're gonna keep growing and go over the pole in here, so that's fine. It's not an issue. So we'll just let these do what they want to do. There's a little insect, a little gnat or something, because I see another one here. Yeah, it's flying around. So let me just share with you, I'm getting ready to put my yellow insect stickers up so we can catch some of these gnats. You can see here that I've got tomatoes doing really well here in the greenhouse, a lot of blooms, and they're getting really tall. I kind of tied this one to the stake yesterday, and it also has a cage on it. So that's what I'm going to be doing with all of the tomatoes today, is securing them, pruning anything that I think needs to be pruned, and putting more leaf mulch down here in the beds. You can see 3 nice tomatoes right there on the vine. And I'm going to need to put another stake on this one here on the end. I'm going to take potting mix and fill these up, these holes in the concrete blocks, because I decided to put more marigolds outside since I increased my garden for the emergency garden. So I'll just put some seeds here. Then let me let you look over here. You can see more kale and more mustard greens, more red mustards, more red mustards here, kale, butter crunchy lettuce, and kale. And then we have black-eyed peas over here, and over here. So let's get to what I'm going to do. I started yesterday after I edited the video. I started removing all of the damaged leaves on the pepper plants. And let's just get started all over again, because they were heavily infested with bugs. But as you can see right there, that new growth is coming out. All of this is new, and I just saw another gnat. This is new. This is damaged. I'm gonna take it off. And I know it sounds crazy what I'm doing, taking all my leaves off, but in the long run, it's gonna make the plants bushier and more healthier. Because I put neem oil on it, and that one day it got to 95 degrees. That neem oil damaged some of the leaves. And you could take scissors and do this, but hey, I'm just using my fingers. Can you see that? But you can see all of these leaves right in here are new. All of this is new. So I'm going to take these off. So it's a little setback in a way, but in the long run, it's going to be healthier for my pepper plants. So I'm going to do all of them like that today. And I'm going to thin out these black-eyed peas and put some of them in this container right here. That one over there is fine. It's not as much. And way back in that corner is turmeric. And this is the one I'm going to thin out. And so yeah, I got a lot of work to do. Now, it's going to be 85 degrees in a few days. And the temperatures are going to start staying around that temperature. And when we have warm temperatures like this, the greenhouse can heat up to 125 degrees. So yesterday I secured a fan right up here, and I have another one you can see up under that table, but I dropped it trying to put the zip ties here, and it's the frame is bent and it makes noise when the fan comes on. So I'm going to tackle that and try to repair it as well. Also, I'm going to, I said I'm going to get everything off the floor. I didn't tell you how I'm going to do it. I've got some shelves behind the greenhouse that I'm going to set up. I think it's enough space right here to put one. And I think it's enough space right here to put another one. Whatever I have to do, I'm going to make it work. They are collapsible. You just take the feet out and then you know, stack them back up. And then I'm going to put one over here if I have enough. And one right here at the entrance. I'm going to try. We'll see. Also, I'm going to take some twine and string the tomatoes up here. That will give them more support. Okay, because they're getting big and they'll have a tendency to try to droop over. Also, I'm going to prune anything that is yellow as far as leaves are concerned, where I may have overwatered it or it got too humid in here. Whatever the case is, I'm getting rid of them because you don't want that to turn into blight or any other type of fungal issue. And I noticed some yellow leaves down here, so I'm going to be doing this also. And I see some yellow leaves over here. Nothing touching the soil and nothing turning yellow. Remember that, guys. Always get rid of it. That is a preventative measure. Now, I'm going to sit in this chair for a second while I'm moving these leaves. Removing these leaves and pinching them off. I want to tell you that yesterday, and it happens all the time, I had a brain freeze when I was trying to name the people that I wanted to shout out. That I think are excellent teachers or doers. They show you what they do instead of just talking about it all the time. And they show you all of their property. They don't show you little pieces, and try to make it look glamorous than what it is. And I really admire these young ladies, so I want to give a shout out to StarDuster 2. Remember that name. If I can remember, I will put it in the description box. StarDuster 2. A remarkable lady. She has a young channel, but I predict that she is going to grow and be a formidable presence and guidance to our YouTube community. Also, the other person I want to give a shout out to is Green Organic Love. This lady is remarkable. Not only does she does gardening, but she does a lot of crafts. She's into healthy eating and juicing and easy, healthy recipes. And she also does, right now she's making masks to help people protect themselves in the, while this pandemic is going on. So yeah, I want to shout out to StarDuster too and Green Organic Love. I admire these young women very much. And I'm going to tell you why. As I said, I think they're wonderful doers and showers and teachers, and they're not pretentious. And also, they kind of remind me of myself when in my younger days. Not as far as appearance, but their loving heart, their kind heart. They're not just on YouTube trying to hustle and make money. They truly are trying to help the community. And StarDuster too, I just can't say enough about her because she's always showing you the bad stuff. And she'll let you know, I haven't been gardening that long, but she knows more than I think she actually realizes. Okay, so I want to make sure that I do that before I start sweating and moving around, and then I'll forget. Okay, guys, but I want to pan right here and let you see those marigolds. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I grew all of those marigolds in my grow room. All of the flowers in my grow room, the tomatoes, all of these were grown from seeds in my grow room. And I probably mentioned that a lot. And I think the reason why I do it is to encourage people because you save so much money. But if you're a new gardener, I don't recommend that you do this. So you'll get frustrated because there's a lot of things that you have to watch out for. But so if you are new to gardening, start off with transplants and only try to grow something simple like greens, mustard, collard greens, kale, something like that is very easy to grow. Radish is another one that you can grow very well. Beets and radishes are excellent to grow when you're first starting off, but you got to know when to plant them for your area. Now this greenhouse, I probably will replace this cover because it's getting hot. Yeah, and so what I'm going to do, because by Saturday it's going to be too hot in here for my tomato plants to flower, I'm going to come right in this seam right here, and I'm going to cut an oblong window out to the top of this shelf. And I'm going to cut it almost all the way across. That way, if the cover holds up another year, I'll keep it another year. Because I can always come in and put replacement with tape or whatever, or plastic glue, whatever, and put that material back there, or replace it with 6mm greenhouse plastic. But this is a nice greenhouse as far as the frame is concerned, but the plastic only lasts for a year or two. Okay? Now, you see those flies up there? I'm getting ready to get rid of them too, because on my list to do is to put the yellow sticky insect tape up. And they love the color yellow, and they will fly to it. And I'll talk to you more about it when you see me actually putting some up. Okay, so that's enough to do today. It may not seem like a lot when I'm talking about it, or even when I show you on a video, but you got to realize that you're only seeing bits and pieces of what I'm doing as far as doing a tutorial, but it takes me quite a while to do everything that I did yesterday, and it only amounted to about 20 minutes on the video, but it was about 3 or 4 hours worth of work. Okay, I'll be back when I get started. So let me show you these shelves. They're very inexpensive. I think I only paid like $14.99 when they were on sale at Lowe's. And some of them have holes in them because I drilled or broke a little hole in it so that I could put a grow light to it when I was using this in my grow room. So anyway, these just come right out and you just put them in. See, like that? And then they just click. And then I'm gonna go do the other side. Then I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna put a tray on top of it. So now, instead of having the Tiny Tim tomatoes in that corner where I really couldn't reach over and feel and see if it needed any water, and you can look right here and see it's loaded with fruit. It was getting too much water, so it was turning yellow, and all I gotta do is pull these leaves off, and watch my water intake. Slow it down some. Okay? All right. Mission accomplished. One thing down, and a few more things to go. Okay. But you can see before it goes completely out that it's loaded with fruit. Okay guys, I got 2 of those shells up. If you're wondering what this is, it is just azomite rock dust that dried on there. And I got 2 of the trays here. And I've got some peas here. I got the Tiny Tim tomatoes staked up and watered. I'm gonna put that leaf mulch over there after I take a break. And then I dragged this out behind the greenhouse. This is an old utility cart. It's very heavy duty. It belonged to my late husband. And I could paint it, but I don't want to. I want to remember it just like it is. He was a carpenter, and it had sockets over here where you could, you know, plug in stuff. And yeah, so I use it in my gardening now. And I got 3 trays on top of it, as well as a pot of peas. And then let me take you over here. I got everything over here watered. These will stay just where they are. And some peas up there. And I'm gonna clean these 2 shells off and put these 2 trays off the ground and put them up there when I move everything in the house. But I had to stop because I scraped my knee. And yeah, I'm gonna come back out here after I get it taken care of and get a bandage on it. That utility cart, when I was dragging it, I yanked it too hard and it scraped my not my knee, but my, I think you call that the shin. Anyway, it doesn't hurt. It just needs to be disinfected. And I started pulling the leaves off here when I was taking a break. So I'll come back and I'll get all this done right in here. And I've decided that I'm going to put a lot of diatomaceous earth right there where those bricks are, keeping the cover in place. And then I'm going to cover it up with straw, because I believe that is the entry point to all the bugs that came in this bed, because it was new soil, but I didn't see any bugs in it when I was mixing it up, but it could have had eggs. But this wall right here, this fence is adjacent to my neighbor's yard, and he's a really nice neighbor, but if he sprayed something and the bugs started running this way, that could contribute to why there was so much insect damage here. But I'm gonna be on top of it. Behind that right there, behind that utility cart, I'm going to put a lot of diatomaceous earth there, all in the corners, all down here. Yeah. So if I go inside and I feel like I'm tired and I have done enough, then I will stop right now with this video and pick up where I left off tomorrow. But I'm hoping to come back out and do some more work. One more thing I want to tell you guys, when I water during this rainy period, I water from my rain catchment system. I'm gonna go to the back of the greenhouse and I'm gonna show you something. I'll be right back. Here are rain barrels. This one is 55 gallon, this is 75 gallon, and this is a 75 gallon. And I have another one like this on the side of my house. I think it's 55 gallon. And one winter it got real cold down here, and these cracked. So I need to have a plumber to get it. A couple people told me I could do it myself. I've tried, I can't even get it off. But I still collect water. Now I'm getting ready to go show you how I do it. So I had new gutters put all around my house, and I had them custom fit to fit the 75 gallon drums that I just showed you. But when they broke, I went to Home Depot and I got some extensions, and I bought some 55 gallon drums, and I just have the water going into here. I'll show you. And I have some on the other side, as well as these 2 drums here. And if you look real close, you'll see little gnats. And what I do, and they're not gnats, they're probably baby mosquitoes or mosquito larvae. And what I do to stop that from multiplying is I use this. It is called mosquito bits. I ordered it from Amazon. Sometimes you can catch it at Home Depot. It kills the mosquitoes before they're old enough to bite. It will also control fungus by destroying fungus gnats and their larvae. So I just sprinkle a little bit. Let me show you. I just sprinkle a little bit. Now when it's going to rain, I don't put too much in case I don't get out here to flex that extension and put it over there in that other one over there, that other garbage can. And then I usually keep the tops on them during dry season. And this is just soil or whatever that comes out when it rains. Okay, so that's what I do. I use mosquito bits. And you can put these all around your garden, your flower pots, your bird bath. It won't harm birds. And it will kill the mosquitoes that are hit with the West Nile virus. I mean, encephalitis, a lot of things. So these are really good. And when you have a compromised immune system like me with, I told you guys I have kidney disease, and I don't want to go into detail everything that's wrong with me, but I have to take precautions to make sure I don't get sick. And I can't overwork myself too. And in my head, I think I can work real hard like StarDuster 2 or Green Organic Love, but I can't. I know my limits, and when I get out of breath, that's it. So if you look close in this water, if I pull back, you'll see little clusters. That is mosquito larvae. And I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm not going to put this in here today because it's getting ready to rain. As you can see, it's gotten real cloudy. Okay? And so it's getting ready to rain. So it doesn't make sense to put anything in here now because it'll overflow. So I will wait until it stops raining. Today I need to rest. So I'm going to end this video right here. And I'll pick up tomorrow where I left off. And as always, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to my channel today. And I want you to know that God loves you, and I love you too.